I wish I was exaggerating, but unfortunately I am not. Hello everybody, my name is Lindsay. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot second since I've filmed and uploaded a video on this channel, and that's because I almost died. I wish I was exaggerating, but unfortunately I am not. I have a few videos planned and that are being edited right now, but I kind of just wanted to sit down, talk to the camera. Today's video is a chit chat, get ready with me. I'm going to be giving you all life updates, what's going on in my life, mental health, physical health. Any trigger warnings will be provided under the screen and in the description box. I feel like I haven't sat down and talked with you all in a while, and a lot has happened. A lot. To sum it up, I went into status epilepticus because of an infection, which sent me into respiratory failure, requiring intubation, and I was med-flighted because I was on vacation. The one time I tried to go on vacation, I never go on vacation if you know me. My throat is gonna probably forever be a little coarse from the trauma that my throat went through with the intubation. But yeah, I am currently editing that hospital vlog. So there is a vlog coming, lots of content is coming, but I just could not throw y'all in the deep end with that. So we're gonna just kind of do a little chit chat, get ready with me. Am I going anywhere? No. So I'm not gonna do super intense makeup, probably just like a minimal glam. My goal is for this video to be kind of short just because I am exhausted. I hear clinking around. Miss Luna is hanging out with me. Simon is, I think, napping in the other room. Just wanted to talk with you all, do a check-in, see how you're all doing. Let's talk and get ready. This is gonna be really interesting. I really didn't think this one through because ever since this last round of seizures, it's been really hard for me to multitask. When I was in college at Towson, I would always multitask, like almost always. I would have a video or a TV show on in the background, and I would be studying or doing homework at the same time. Multitasking is very difficult for me now, which is why half the time I'm touching my face, I automatically stop talking because it's really hard for me to do two things at once. So these videos are gonna be limited in the future, but like I said, I'm just doing a little pretty minimal, natural-ish. I don't know. I figured let me just record and see where it goes. Okay. Little change of plans. I got apple juice because I'm already losing my voice and I've been talking to you all for like 4 minutes. Thank you, I understand those. But sipping on apple juice will at least allow me to talk. What am I doing? Why am I not using my headband? So the whole almost dying thing. Let's talk about that. So I made the spontaneous decision with my family, my mom, my fiance, that we were gonna visit my aunt because I love her. We were going to go visit her. She has a new house in Bethany Beach. So there was a lot happening in my personal life. I was very depressed over the summer. I don't remember the summer. I barely remember anything. I was off of my Lexapro for the first time in like 4 or 5 years, and it happened when I got sepsis last year. So I was sent in a deep bout of depression, of which I'm still fighting. I am currently still fighting, but I am definitely on the upswing because I don't know, it's something about almost kind of dying that changes thoughts and views on that. I know that I'm not 100% myself right now. I feel like a completely different person, and sometimes I laugh to cope. It's not that I'm trying to be insensitive or anything because I'm talking about a lot of serious topics, but I'm at the point where if I don't laugh, I'll cry. So sometimes I just gotta laugh, and it's not me trying to be insensitive or anything like that. I'm just, I am so tired. I have been tired ever since all of this happened. It's like no matter how much sleep I get, I cannot feel any kind of energy that currently does not exist within my body, unfortunately. So over the summer I was in this really bad depression, and I was trying to do all of this stuff that I just could not mentally do, and it blew up in my face. And I was like, I need to get away. I need to go to the beach, because if you don't know, the beach is my happy place. I love the beach. The beach always just brings me joy. Hospital, toothbrush in my makeup bag. I don't even know where I want to start. I'm gonna start with drinking apple juice. This is what my voice does if I talk too much. Sure, we will just throw a little bronzer in my crease. Okay. So yeah, we made it happen. My mom drove down to the beach and Autumn met us there a day or two after. It was good. I was really happy. I was in kind of a flare, which is so hard with chronic illness because when you're so used to feeling crappy, you never know what is an emergency and what's not. This was an emergency and I had no idea until it was like literally almost too late, which is so freaking scary. And I can't even believe it. I had a therapy appointment literally yesterday, the day before I am at least filming this video. I don't know when it's gonna go up. I'm really trying to get content up for y'all, but it is so hard right now. Not only physically, but mentally as well. Like doing everything is hard because I'm trying to process the trauma that my body just went through. Oh my God, Luna, you just about gave me a heart attack because I saw something move in my mirror and I didn't realize it was my cat. There's Luna. She is thriving. She is happy. She's living her best life. So is Simon. He is the happiest boy ever. Also, apologies in advance if this video is all over the place. I'm just kind of going with my thoughts and where they take me and trying to tell this story before the vlog comes out, so it's not just like boom, intubation, like ugh. It was not good. Knowing that balance of like, oh okay, I'm in a flare, but also knowing like, oh okay, I need to go to the ER, I need to go to the hospital. And as someone with medical trauma, I have to majority of the time be forced to go to the hospital. And or if I'm saying take me to the ER or call an ambulance, then shit is going down, basically. People with chronic illness do not want to be in the hospital, do not want to have to go to a million doctor's appointments. It's not fun to do that, but we do it so that we can get answers, so that we can try to feel better and improve our quality of life. Period. I said it. Okay. We were at the beach, things were going good. I thought I was just normal flaring. I was not. I had gotten 2 rounds of chills, but the first thing we checked for was a fever. I didn't have a fever. I wasn't like beyond gross, nauseous. I don't know, I just didn't feel good, and that's very normal for me. So I was like, whatever. If any type of drive is gonna give me some nausea because I get very motion sick. I had a seizure the day that Autumn got there, which was like a pre-warning to everything that was about to go down, because normally my seizures are pretty controlled. This time they were not, and it was absolutely terrifying. I don't know what to do with my face because I don't want to do a lot to it because then I have to take it off. And also I'm gonna mention it was very rainy, very dreary, so like the first 2 days I was there, I was kind of just recovering from the drive itself. It's annoying, but like I'm used to doing it. I give myself courtesy and I try not to hold myself to a standard that I can't achieve. I don't want to set unrealistic expectations for myself, especially since I was considering this my like vacation that I haven't gone on in forever because traveling is so hard. But even though I love it, it is like literally one of my favorite things to do. But now being very disabled and chronically ill, it is hard and it's scary. It got even scarier this time because the hospital that I was taken to, that was the closest to where my aunt was, did not have an on-staff neurologist, which is why I had to get med-flighted out. I need to just stop talking and just dive into it. Okay, what was I talking about? This was Saturday. We went to the beach because I was like, we have to see the beach. If I'm gonna do anything on this vacation, whether it's rainy or shiny, whatever. It was overcast, it was a little chilly, but I was in a sweatshirt and pants and I was pretty comfy. So we went to the beach. We were on the beach for like an hour at least. I had mentioned the previous episodes of chills, but those all resolved. Like the first one was pretty short. The second one took a while to stop, but it did stop and I still didn't have a fever of any kind and I didn't feel excessively gross. So I wasn't really catching on that there was an infection going on. However, my body was. It certainly was, but it really did give us a warning. Earlier than I would have known because like I said, last time I ended up getting full-blown sepsis. This time I did not. My repeat cultures were negative, but anyway, I started to feel gross. I was like, let's go back. I feel satisfied with my beach time. I was very happy that I got my beach time and I was just chilling. I get into bed to recover from existing on the beach for more than 30 minutes and I laid down because I felt gross and I was like, okay, I need to relax and reset and give myself some time to heal. And then the chills came back. Except this one was not resolving. And I got very, very, very short of breath. Like, I have a video clip of this because I didn't know what was happening. And this was like right before everything went wrong. Everything went to shit in this very moment. So I was like, I'm having the chills again, whatever. But Autumn had the smart decision, as the amazing fiance that she is, to get out my pulse ox, because as someone who has seizures and lots of fainting and syncope episodes, I always try to carry a pulse ox on me in case of an emergency to monitor my vitals, because normally my vitals will be pretty stable and or stabilized with emergency intervention or meds. However, this time I did not stabilize. I got significantly worse very, very quickly in a very scary rate. Literally, I was on the beach at around 1:30 and by 5:30 I was intubated in the ICU waiting for a med flight. Like, it was hours from me being happy on the beach to me being intubated and literally fighting for my life because I could not stop seizing even with all of the meds that they gave me. I'm gonna make myself cry. This is another reason that it's so hard for me to edit that footage, because I'm still mentally processing all of this stuff. Like, it's a lot. It is a lot, and I'm so thankful that I have Autumn and my mom and all of my family who's been chipping in and trying to like help out in any way they can, because it was terrifying. I don't remember most of it, which makes it even more terrifying. So at this point, my oxygen tanked. When we got the pulse ox out, my oxygen was hovering at 80 to 83. 83 is very low, and my lips turned purple, my eyelids turned purple, my nails turned purple. Autumn was like, babe, you were turning purple, and I could not catch my breath, and I saw that my pulse ox was at 83 and my heart rate was like 125. Now it said call 911, and for me to say call 911, I knew shit was going down. I could not stop shaking. I could not breathe. Like, I'm very lucky that I am still functional right now. Like, I am pretty positive I have more brain damage now after this, which I'm not surprised. I had 15 plus seizures. They called the paramedics. The last thing I remember was when the paramedics got there. I am back. I was getting very foggy and I did not feel the best, and I realized that I didn't do my midday Keppra. So that is what is on the IV pole right here. The life with chronic illness never stops. It's constantly ongoing. We're trying to make the most out of it. This is the end of my memory. I remember the paramedics getting there. I was like, okay, at least professional help is here now. And my body took over from there. All of this is from Autumn and my mom, what they have told me. When the paramedics got there, I started to have seizures. They gave me meds. Those meds did not work this time, which is probably the scariest part for me, because in my past I do have a history of cluster seizures. Like, when I get one, it can trigger more because my body is so sensitive. Normally I cluster. We're normally prepared for that. But normally they always stop after paramedics intervene, whether that's with Versed or Ativan or any of the things that they do. And I'm pretty sure Autumn said that they gave me at least 3 or 4 of Versed, and it didn't touch me. I was very much still seizing. I had bit my lip inside, like, but it was in here. I had a big bump the whole time I was in the hospital in there. So the seizing didn't stop. Autumn said I easily could have had over 15 seizures, which is really scary, because even with the medications that the first responders were giving me, I wasn't stopping. And that is called status epilepticus. Like, reading that on my discharge notes, status epilepticus, which led to respiratory failure, which led to me getting intubated. So that is what happened. I mean, when I got to the hospital, they were already like I got intubated very quickly, because they were already worried about brain damage, because the nearest hospital was 30 minutes away. It was probably closer for the ambulance, but like I said, they weren't staffed with a neurologist. And that is like really, really bad for someone who is in status epilepticus. On my paperwork, it said that I had respiratory failure. So I literally stopped breathing because of the seizures. So I had to get intubated. Little did I know, they also did a spinal tap, lumbar puncture, which was not fun at all. I remember none of it. I just know that they had to give me a paralytic in order to perform it, and I have been feeling the after effects of that, and that hurts like shit. They wanted to rule out meningitis. It was not meningitis. It was a different infection. Still bucking my tube, and if you don't know what bucking your tube is, it means you're like rejecting it. Like your body is literally rejecting it even if I'm not there. My body was like, this no. What my body needed, because I wasn't breathing on my own, but my body was rejecting it even though I needed it to literally save my life. And that's where the Ehlers-Danlos really came in, was because we have absorption issues. That's why it's so important to always tell an anesthesiologist anytime you're going under for surgery. A lot of us will metabolize stuff so much faster that we require so much more than the average person to keep us like sedated or XYZ. And they couldn't give me any more sedation because my blood pressure was so low. They literally couldn't give me any more sedation. I was not there. I have no idea. I have no memory, which is honestly a good thing. I'm glad I have no memory of it. But Lindsay was not there. She could not respond or make medical decisions because her body was trying to unalive her at that point. I was intubated for about, I would say 24 hours. Extubated, I remember everything because they have to wake you up to make sure you can breathe before they take the intubation out. So once they take it out, like they're not gonna put it back in unless they obviously have to, but like that is not the goal. Like they want you to be able to breathe on your own. And so my seizures had gotten controlled to a point where I could breathe. I woke up and I am normally a freeze or cry type of girl, and I was fight this time. Sitting here talking to y'all, it's so much easier for me to maintain thoughts and train of thoughts. It was really hard when I started this video. No wonder my seizure meds were late. Grr. Let me tell you, doing IV seizure meds definitely sucks, but it also is one of the only things that keeps me stable because of my absorption issues. My seizures have been a lot harder to control ever since this episode of status epilepticus, which freaking sucks. But when I'm on my meds and doing good with my meds, I can maintain pretty well most of the time. It didn't used to be like that. I used to be fully controlled. Now I am not, and I'm not surprised after the brain trauma that 15 plus seizures did to me and stopping breathing. Like, Jesus. I did actually get med flighted because I was in a Delaware hospital and I needed to get to Baltimore hospital. We also had to find an ICU that would take me, and originally I was gonna be on an ambulance transport, but that would have been a 2.5 hour drive. They did not have the proper staff to manage a ventilator. So weird to look at a picture of yourself and just be like, I have no idea any of that. And like my mom and my fiance told me that people would talk to me, and like I've always had the thought like what would happen if I was intubated. Like I've seen If I Stay, I've seen different movies and like the representation of it, and I don't remember anything, which like I said is a good thing. I will happily be Delulu. I don't want to remember anything from that. I would have been so postictal and drugged. Like I don't think I'll ever be able to tell you because I don't remember anything, and I kind of want to keep it that way at this point. And then I was on a vent and it was nothing. It was just nothingness. And that's honestly one of the most peaceful things for me. Like my last night was the first night I had a nightmare since I got home from the ICU in the hospital, because I was in the hospital for a week after I got out of the ICU. I think it was like Wednesday, and then I was on the med staff floor until Friday. So I was in the ICU for several days because they had to monitor me so closely. I think I don't really want to do anything in my face. I think this is fine. I think I have talked enough. I hope you all enjoyed this. This is my chilled makeup, no makeup look. I honestly haven't been doing my face at all unless I'm like taking pictures or staying home, because I wear my mask everywhere still with my compromised immune system. I also like had recovered from COVID round 2 after I got out of the hospital for my G-tube change before all of this crap went down. This is the finished look. I love this look. It's very minimalistic. It's very like glowy, and it's not gonna break out my face because my face is already struggling to maintain itself with the increased masking that I've been doing. I never stopped masking, but there was a time where I was more lenient with it, and I am back on like N95 or surgical all the time. Cannot risk it right now. My body's been through enough. There's so much more to come. I'm thankful to still be here. I almost wasn't, and it's really improved my mental health, which is ironic because I thought it would make it worse. Thought it would make my mental health worse, like significantly worse, and it did. I hit like an all-time low in the ICU, and I was put on safety precautions. If you know, you know. You're gonna see footage of me in the hospital vlog, which is probably gonna be the next video I upload to provide context and like the story. I hope that it kind of gives you all an update on where I'm at, what happened, because especially after I posted my most recent short where it was like beach trip gone wrong, and how I literally went from like happy on the beach to status epilepticus, respiratory failure, and being intubated. So, you know, life is full of ups and downs, and it's scary, and especially with chronic illness and disabilities, it's so unpredictable. So I'm just kind of in my phase of life where I'm just prioritizing whatever it is that makes me happy, because life is really freaking short. And my body almost doing it to myself, even though I was having thoughts about doing it myself, it made me completely 360 on those thoughts, because I was like, wow, it is so precious. And like, I almost wasn't here to say goodbye or to film this video or to do all of the things that I want to do and have my wedding with Autumn and have more fur babies and children and like do the things I want to do in life. And I don't know, weirdly enough, almost dying just gave me more of an appreciation for life. And yeah, I guess that's the note that I want to end off on here. I don't know what my upload schedule is gonna look like. I am literally recovering still. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed just hanging out with me, chit-chatting while I did makeup. I love makeup, and like I said, I have a hospital vlog coming from like everything that happened, as well as a transformation video, because I want to glam myself a little bit after being in the hospital for so long. Probably another date video with Autumn, because I love filming those. So much content is coming. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment below any video requests, anything you want to see, and or how you're doing. I want to know how you all are doing too. I love getting to see comments and learn about your all's life too. It's been a crazy wild ride, but I'm really thankful that I'm still here to share it with you all. If anything like this has ever happened to any of you all, I am so sorry, and you are not alone, which is another reason that I want to talk about my story, because I really wasn't sure if I was gonna publicly talk about it, but I was like, it has completely changed me as a person. And I'll get more into that in other videos and stuff, but it's changed me for the better, weirdly enough. I can't even comprehend it in my head how one of the most traumatic things that's ever happened to me has like evolved me so much. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna write a book, so that's that. I'm already thinking of names and starting writing and everything, so yeah, there is so much to come, and I can't wait to share it all with you. I love you all so much. I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to stop what you're doing and subscribe to join the family. Uploads whenever I have the spoons and can. And I will see you all in my next video. I love you so much. Bye.